We are at Knoebels in Ellisburg, Pennsylvania
for
the weekend. Yes, one of our favorite places to visit. This visit is probably a little bit bittersweet.
Yeah.
We're here for an ACE event. Okay, American Coaster Enthusiasts. You've heard us talk about ACE all the time. So a couple years ago, we came to ACE Flies with Phoenix. Here. It's always like usually late July when they have it. So last year, we didn't come to Knoebels last year. But I knew that Knoebels was going to be celebrating their 100th year this year. So on July 4th, 2026, they celebrated 100 years. So happy 100 to Knoebels. So last year I was already saying that ACE was going to have a full weekend thing here, and we were going to definitely make that our Pennsylvania trip this year. About a week ago, Dick Knoebels, he was, you would see him all around the park, owner of the park, and his sons and everything. I was so looking forward because like during the ACE event, like 2 years ago, you know, they come out, they talk to us, we took pictures and everything. So looking forward to seeing him again this week. And then, you know, got the news last week, so a little bittersweet. You know, we're still excited to visit, still excited for the ACE event. Let me tell you something, this place right here is absolutely packed.
Which is a good thing.
Just as, you know, if you don't know what Knoebels is, you need to check it out.
It's a free park.
Free park. Okay, you do still pay like for ride or all-day wristband. You can get all-day wristbands Monday through Friday. Weekends are still the old-style tickets. You got to pay per ticket per ride. Free parking. You know, they've got campgrounds. We got a big pool. They got all sorts of stuff. They got some great rides, some great classic rides. Last time we came, it was just a Saturday in July. This looks like a Saturday, but I don't know how busy they usually are during the week, but maybe some people are also coming out to support them, you know, after what has happened. But absolutely great park. I could go on and on about it, but we're going to fix the walk inside and see what we can get done and go check in for our ACE event. Let me just say, they also have tons and tons of picnic pavilions here. So, you know, probably for company parties, we've got to find pavilion F. And right here is like P1 and T, so we might have a ways before we find F, but we are headed in. You know, some of our best memories are the first couple of times we came here. First time we actually came here.
Parked in the employee park and didn't even know it.
They've got another area that's supposed to be employee parking, and the Google Maps or whatever took us to that parking lot. And we ended up, they said, oh, just park, you're good. And we rode the employee bus down to and come in at the back at Phoenix. Oh, they got a list of picnics, so where for you to find. Where's our F? Are we? Yep, F, ACE, there we go. So today's picnics, and then now this place, they win all sorts of golden tickets if you follow the golden tickets for theme parks and amusement parks. Some people have not heard of Knoebels, and then some people hear about them because they win all these awards. So it's a huge place. We're back. There we are. You are here. Got Twister. It's a great Woody. They got Phoenix. It wins all sorts of awards. And anyway, we're going to go right here to Pavilion F and get checked in. We've got all checked in here, and we got our button for when the first time we visited Knoebels was, which was 2019. And we have the ACE Flies with Knoebels button. We also, they actually had some of Dick Knoebel in memory of him. We have $25 Knoebels Grove card for food. This is for a buffet, catered buffet that we won't be able to make on Sunday because this event goes all the way to Sunday afternoon. We've got $50 ride ticket booklet. We have a free photo on Phoenix on ride. Oh, and our all-day wristband for today. You'll see as you walk in, there's so many food places, so many food booths. You've got any kind of food here that you may want. There was a Ferris wheel back there. There's all kinds of little flat rides. I think where we're gonna eat dinner for this evening is the Alamo. We have a welcome ceremony in an hour, and we've got to find that stage. But the Alamo actually wins tons of awards for the food here at Knoebels. Over there, you got fries. And what's the place down there that we had the tacos before? The Oasis. We know the Oasis is good, but we haven't done this Alamo before. All sorts of flat rides everywhere. There's a big water ride back there. We're gonna go check it out because I want to see the splashdown on that. We haven't ridden that one before. We've ridden the log flume here. Look at all the line for the train. They got a couple trains. One train is over on this side, and it's just huge. It's huge. So we're gonna go in and get some food. Well, we had to come over here and check out the best carousel ever. Okay, so they're one of the only carousels that you still ride the outside horse, and once they start running, the dispenser comes out and you try to pull the rings out. If you get the brass ring, you get a free ride. So we'll see it going in a few minutes. This carousel is absolutely gorgeous, and we love riding it. Well, you heard me mention the Golden Ticket Award before, and so I just noticed this sign got Best Carousel, the Grand Carousel. All those years that it won the Best Carousel for the Golden Ticket Award, but it says the category was retired in 2019 with legend status. It won every year anyway, so it's just, you know, it's just the best carousel. You walk in Knoebels, you've got some areas that's paved, some areas that's gravel. It's kind of like a main street out there. I just feel like it kind of feels like a street festival, kind of, sort of. You walk down the street, you've got, I mean, there's stuff all around this place, little pathways to go to different attractions. So it's, I was saying that place kind of reminds me of like some street festival. Like you walk in, you got food, there's food places everywhere.
It's like
a permanent fair, state fair or something. You know, it's just huge. Expect to do a lot of walking. The place is massive as far as spread out. There's a mini golf course over there.
Creek that runs through the park.
Yep, that's yeah. Check on the history if you're interested in it. The place has been flooded quite a few times,
Well, I hear the flood
and they've actually survived, huh? Oh, yeah, right there was flood level 1996. So it's happened quite a few times. They've survived. They've made it 100 years this year. So anyway, there's just so much to do. We said a little while ago we were going to eat at the Alamo, and we are going to try to eat dinner at the Alamo, but when we went to check in, or went to go, it's packed up there. So we're going to try after we have this little, at 4:45, we have a little welcome speech, I guess, to the event and to Knoebels on a stage over here. So if we would have waited 30 minutes to eat and then been in there eating, we would have missed that. So we're going to kind of hold off on eating for just a few minutes and go check out this welcome speech for us.
So obviously, you know, we lost an incredible person, an absolute hero in the amusement industry with Dick Knoebel recently. You know, for us as coaster enthusiasts, it has been an incredible partnership that we've had with Dick and Knoebels over the history. You know, we want to make sure that we do honor him while we're here this weekend on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So all of our attendees received a likeness of Dick on our event lanyards, so we have a little picture of him. Tonight for our event, we're going to have exclusive ride time, and we're going to be honoring him. So the first trains that will be dispatched for the ERT will go empty in honor of Dick, but the next one that happens right after that, we want our members to be loud, we want to be proud, we want to hear raucous screams as they also honor Dick for their very first rides of the night. So something to remember, something to think of whenever a time comes for ERT a little bit later.
You never know what I'm up to. But I want to thank everybody, ACE members and those that are gathered with us, for coming here and celebrating 100 years of Knoebels. Is this not amazing to be together and enjoy such a park? And so I wanted to take a moment to celebrate some special people in our club that have made a huge impact. They've crafted special moments, just like Dick and the entire Knoebel family does for those of us in the park. So, with that, Janine, would you come join me on stage? But Mike, if you'll step up here with Janine, I want to take a moment to first of all thank you for all you do behind the scenes that's so special, that creates moments like this for our members. But also, you've worked so hard for our club. You've made a huge impact, hosting our banquet for so many years, and many other things, including regional rep. And so I want to take a moment to recognize Mike Matchers and Janine Revy Matchers as honorary members of ACE.
Mike and I did not get married on the Phoenix, but we did have the honor of having Dick at our wedding, and it's something that we cherish forever. So that makes this even more special. The family is very special to us, and the partnership that we have with Philadelphia Toboggan Coasters and Knoebels is also so special. Wow, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll echo our comments. Thank you to the executive committee. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you to our fellow ACE members. Wow, very surprising. Thank you so much. I mean, it's an incredible honor, like to be recognized like this. Yeah, thank you. ACE Eastern Pennsylvania salutes Knoebels Amusement Resort as a host of ACE Flies with Knoebels 100. ACE extends its deepest appreciation to the Knoebels Amusement Resort for its exceptional hospitality. We honor the park's 100th anniversary by celebrating the unique blend of heritage and modern innovation, culminating in the recognition of Flying Turns as an official ACE roller coaster landmark. Presented by ACE Eastern Pennsylvania at ACE Flies with Knoebels on July 24th through the 26th, 2026.
Can't wait to do all the different activities with you we have planned this weekend. It'll be a blast. I sure wish that our dad was here to celebrate with you, but I tell you what, he's going to be smiling upon us all this weekend. Thank you.
So if it's 500 people for the one day, but it's 3 days event, that's kind of 1,500 people, right? Kind of the largest, right? He likes that math, yeah. And we're gonna cook the books a little bit, right? Dad won't argue. He'll be all right. He said it's okay. So, like Rick said, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Yeah, absolutely wish, Dad could be here with us. He is. He's absolutely, we feel him on every ride. We feel him, throughout the park. He's still driving around, sticking his foot in a tush of somebody. So, yeah, it's no different. We brought him down here last Monday, and there's a lot of work to get him here. We brought him around the park. He had said, I want to go to the park a few more times. Not really a reality, but we were going to bring him here one more time, and we did. And he was just in a fantastic mood and frame of mind, and many to-do lists were handed out that day. So each one of you might get a list before Sunday night at closing to help with that. So again, thank you so much for coming. Looks like all of you brought perfect weather for the next 3 days, so thank you so much. Thanks for coming, and thank you for this. Much appreciated.
what I'm going to do is just take a moment. So we're going to do two things. One, we're just going to do a quick moment of silence just for Dick. And during that time, you know, if you know him, think about a memory that you have of him. Think about a time in which, you know, maybe you connected with him, or maybe you saw him at one of our events. If you've never met him before, you've never, you know, seen him do his kind of his thing, right? You know, just kind of think for a moment, pause, listen to the sights and sounds of Knoebels, and just kind of take it all in, because this is part of the legacy that Dick Knoebel has built in this park. So we're just going to take a couple seconds now to recognize that. Thank you. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get excited. We're starting off, we're kicking off this thing, 3 days at Knoebels, your favorite place on earth, and we're going to do a nice, raucous, loud cheer, clapping, yelling, hooting, hollering. Again, you want to be able to hear it all the way to heaven. So let's hear ACE members. Are you ready for 3 days at Knoebels at ACE Flies with Knoebels 100? Yeah!
We came back after the opening ceremony for ACE Flies with Knoebels, and we decided to go ahead and put our name down at the Alamo restaurant. It did probably take us about 30 minutes wait. They told us 50, but it ended up being about 30. But we're going to try out some food from here, check out the menu and see what there is. But look, there's another golden ticket winner, voted 22 times as best park food in the world. So we're going to take a look at this and decide. And they do actually have a menu for the 100 specials here. So there's what's on that. With the entrees, you got either choice of either a soup or a salad in two sides. So Tyler got the Tuscan shrimp soup, and I got the side salad. Our food has come out, and I had decided to get the salmon, which looks really good, which I think I think we're going to split this, and then I'm going to split Tyler's plate too. I got the baked beans, I had that side salad with it, I had mashed potatoes. Tyler had mashed potatoes, macaroni, and he had the crab cake dinner. So I believe we'll split those and split this and dig in. Finished our dinner at the Alamo. It was really good. It worked out good because we split the crab cake, which came with two, split the salmon. So potatoes were good. Baked beans were, I think they were different baked beans compared to what any that I've had, but they were good. Yeah. Actually kind of a different kind of bean probably than what we're used to. Yeah. So just wanted to show too behind us. They do have a big old crystal pool out there. Yeah. So they've got the pool, they've got some water slides. It's back there in the trees. All of this is in the trees. Yeah. Okay, pretty much. Let me turn you around. I'll show you. We haven't made it very far at all this afternoon. Because right down there is where we came in. And we got to come back and do a group, get together for a group photo here in a little bit. But there's one train over here that'll go way on out there through the woods. So it's a pretty cool little train there. It's taking off. Some rides on that side, like I said. Then on the other side of the street, you got some rides over there. And there's Twister, which is an awesome, awesome wooden coaster. It's kind of crazy and wild. That double helix in it is amazing, right? We are going to head back this way, where we're going to run into Phoenix eventually. But also, they got something else.
Flyers first.
The flyers. Because
They're just the best.
I hate it for everybody else, other parks that have the flyers, but that's just another thing that Knoebels has the best of.
Yeah.
It's the best flyers anywhere. And let me say, people can bring their dogs here. I've said that in other videos. You can have your dogs, people standing around with their dogs and walking them, and they can also ride the train. So you can take your dog on the train with you. Oh, back behind the flyer here there's the flying turns going up the hill. I think tomorrow is when they will present it with the ACE landmark. There's a certain time tomorrow we've got to, we want to see that. And it will get a late ACE landmark award. But we're going to ride. Get in line. When you do visit, we'll walk in this Knoebel's Carousel Museum at some point this weekend. But I just shared a reel earlier today from our walk through. Oh, actually, I guess we're going in there now. So yeah, be sure when you come here to come in the Carousel Museum and check out all the awesome, well, most of them refurbished. So yeah, we'll come back in here another time to look a little closer, but they have some absolutely gorgeous carousel horses in here. Lots and lots of history right in here. I think we're gonna go over there in just a few minutes and maybe do some of the water squirters or get Tyler too, but Hunter wanted to ride Black Diamond and that was fine with us instead of doing the log flume. So we are going on Black Diamond. So so we rode Black Diamond over there, and we didn't come ride the giant flume, but Man, they come around that corner down there and they're booking it. Like right down there. So this is a super fun flume. The giant flume. We will at least ride it tomorrow. I don't know, we might go ride tonight. Uh-oh. Boom!
We got a full boat.
A full boat. Yep. What, you just spent $5 in quarters? But hey, at least these are like 25 cents, so you get a whole lot more for $5 than what we usually do at most quarters. And of course, before our ERT time tonight, just about closing time, these two had to come in here and play Fascination.
Get our attention. It's your job to get our attention. It's our job to pay attention. And these are the finest books in America. Yes, lights.
Right now, they're actually playing coveralls, so instead of playing like a bingo, they've got to try to fill up all the dots. And there's a bunch of people in here playing.
13, lucky 13-5. 49 4 lights. 43 2, now 40.
Park closed at 9, so the rides have started closing. Well, they have closed. Our ERT has begun. So we have Haunted Mansion tonight. We have Black Diamond, Phoenix, Twister, and the Flyers. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what we're fixing to do. First up, Haunted Mansion. Love, love, love this classic Haunted Mansion dark ride. It turned 50 a few years ago. We were here came to help celebrate it turning 50. Now usually you have to pay to ride this. Even on the days that you have the all-day ride band, they do not count for this. No hand stamps or bands count. We're gonna take a ride on the Haunted Mansion. So this is part of our ERT, and we can ride it all we want. Okay.
Scared?
You scared? We're in the upside down room. Pretty sure they're probably headed to a coaster. More than likely, I would say Phoenix or Twister. And we might go over there and pick up some snacks. They're supposed to have some snacks for us, some tiger tails, and some type of fries. Looks like nobody's riding Phoenix yet. They probably had to get the line cleared out of people that were in line. And I did hear them say that the first train of everything tonight, they were going to run empty in honor of Dick Knoebel and his passing last week. So might go in here, see if they've got some snacks ready, or they may not be ready yet. But there's quite a few people here for this event. Like usually for a one-day event, you don't have this many, but I think they said there was 515, I think, that were registered and signed up for it. So quite a few ACE members. So we're exiting the park for our first night of ACE Flies with Knoebels. Well, this one is called ACE Flies with Knoebels.
Oh.
It's on the sign. Now it's usually ACE Flies of Phoenix, but I think they have it with Knoebels this time. That's what's on our lanyard and tag. But this is kind of what it looks like. I don't know, it's pretty peaceful walking through here, and you're the only one here, or the only one in this spot of the park. There's some more people over there that's exiting from the event. But there you go. Night one is done. We had a great time tonight.
Yep.
I want to thank the Knoebel staff for hosting this and
Staying late.
staying late. It's almost 11 o'clock. We had ERT from 9:30 to 11, but we're heading on back to our cabin.
Yeah.
I'll probably video some stuff tomorrow. I might do it as a separate video because this one will get kind of long if I don't.
Yeah.
But anyway, we will see you tomorrow on the next one. Bye. I just wanted to share here really quick toward the end of our Knoebels video, I think is where I'll probably put this, but I wanted to share our little home for the weekend. We are staying here at, was it Mossy Point? Mossy Oak Campground.
Mossy Point, I think.
I think it was Mossy Point. I'll look it up, and if it's any different than Mossy Point, I'll put the notice down below. But we are checked in for our little home away from home cabin here at the campground. Now this is not a Knoebels campground. It's not actually the one at Knoebels because we could not just get a weekend there. I had to get a whole week, and I didn't need a whole week. So we're going to see how convenient this is to the park. It's supposed to be just like a 5-minute drive to the park, so we'll see. But it's actually pretty private down here. We've got one little neighbor over here that doesn't look like anybody's there right now. Got some picnic tables and chairs right there. Looks like they have some lights up for at night, and picnic tables out there. We have some people over there camping, so I guess there's a few camping spots. And they did supply us with a starter basket of firewood and a starter log. But let's just walk inside. We've started bringing our stuff in, but we've got a little cabinet here for storage. You do have, I was joking and told Tyler that he was going to be sleeping up there, but you do have a couple bunk beds in here. You do have to bring your own linens, by the way. But you got bunk beds on this side. So you've got several that could sleep in here. We've got a little welcome visitor guest book. It does have AC, a full refrigerator, little kitchen sink. They did supply us with dish detergent and one starter roll of paper towels. And also, the girl let me know there would be a case of water here for us, so they did leave water in the fridge. They do have like your supplies, like if you were grilling out and cooking here. We've got a Keurig, and they left plenty of coffee or hot cocoa there to use. Got a little mirror area here, little slider cabinet closet there, the window. Looking outside, like I said, there's actually like, there's not really anybody here. It's pretty quiet. And a full bed in here. So, pretty neat. Can make this work for sure for the weekend. And we have the bathroom in here with the shower, etc. And looks like they did leave a couple rolls of toilet paper for us, so we didn't have to bring that. So you got a little supply. Like I said, we had to bring our towels, we had to bring our sheets. So anyway, there's our home for the weekend. But we're going to be at the park for the most part, right?